Hello and welcome to the second episode of AirAsia RedTalks. Since Season 2 is all about connections, we'll take you on an up-close and personal encounter with Maan Hontiveros, Chairperson of Philippines AirAsia and the woman who started AirAsia operations in the Philippines. She's a fearless and dynamic leader and was named one of the 100 most influential Filipino women in the world. She was also at the forefront of the power struggles in the Philippines and is regarded as an icon of strength, independence, and femininity. I always look forward to meeting leaders in their fields, and I really want to know more about the kind of person that they are and why they became such a great leader. Well, the name Maan Hontiveros is iconic. She is an icon of the Philippine broadcasting history. I want to know more about her private world here by the sea. Let's meet the woman who fearlessly let her dreams take flight. Maan, tell us how you started AirAsia. What are your fondest memories of starting that airline?
Well, you know, Tony Fernandez and I were together in the music business. It was Warner Music Malaysia. So when he decided to set up AirAsia, he called me up and he said, "Oh, you better save up your money," he said, "because I've left Warner Music," he said, "and we're gonna start an airline." So after I stopped laughing hysterically, asking him, what do we know about running an airline? He said, "Hey, if we can sell compact discs, we can sell airline seats." I was, of course, hoping that it would be a couple of years because I knew I had to deal with the breast cancer first. And sure enough, he kept at it, and then he told me that he was ready to move into the Philippines.
What were the challenges involved in that level?
Well, we were coming in as the third player into a duopoly market. And the thing that Tony told me from the very beginning is focus on finding the best people in the industry. We sent the word out and we said, we're starting a new airline and we're going to be very different from the players now.
In terms of the travel experience, what does AirAsia promise the consumers?
We promise to give them real value for their money. Low cost does not mean low value or low quality. Every passenger deserves cabin crew that are well trained, look out for their safety, that really have their comfort at heart, and who really go out and try to make the experience as pleasant as possible for them. And what we give them is very difficult for the competitor to do, is the connectivity within Asia with 8 AirAsia companies that have put our services together and have the same standards, high standards. We think we're unbeatable in that sense.
What was it like being the first woman CEO of an airline?
Being in a company like AirAsia, it's not such a big deal that I'm a woman because at the outset, we don't discriminate in the company. It's sort of the normal with us. I mean, you've met Tony Fernandez. He's one of the most liberated when it comes to this issue. He doesn't care whether you're male, female, gay. If you can do the job, you're it. I stopped thinking of myself as a man or as a woman. I am just a professional person. I have something to contribute to the organization, and I'm going to say it. A lot of the things that we think are hindrances to us getting to the top are in our heads, in our own heads. It's the limitations that we set on ourselves.
So when you're doing this, are you the boss? Are you what hat are you wearing when you're cooking?
When I'm cooking, I'm the most popular person in the beach because I'm the one that's not gonna feed them, right? This is very much my happy place.
Yeah. It seems like this is the place where you went to heal yourself.
Yes, very much so. 5 years later, when I was declared graduated and totally not have to worry about a recurrence, coincidentally, that's when Tony Fernandez said, "Man, we're ready to go in the Philippines. Let's go." And I felt I was then ready to take on the challenge.
As a traveler, I am also inspired by the experience of Maan because she's living by the sea where people come here to enjoy, and usually we just take pictures and go snorkeling. But she's reminding everyone that we're responsible for our own footprints, not just on the ground, but even underwater. And she goes beyond that by creating programs that will actually make an impact and help save the environment. Maan has been very closely and emotionally linked to the sea. Her weekend life is involved with marine protection, monitoring the reefs, protecting the nests of turtles, and generally taking care of our marine biodiversity. She is committed to training a whole generation of citizen scientists.
Reef Check is an international organization. We focus on conservation, education, and monitoring of coral reefs, and making sure that these reefs are protected by empowering scuba divers, citizens, and recreational divers. We'll be training more of the AirAsia staff, captains, pilots.
I'm really proud that Philippines AirAsia is taking part and helping the coral reefs here in the Philippines.
AirAsia believes that its all-stars have to be totally engaged, not just in their work, but in the communities where they serve. As a woman, I really identified with Maan. It wasn't really common knowledge that she had an illness that she was battling before she started an airline. A lot of people would just retreat and focus on other things, but she went on and started an airline. Who does that? That's amazing. I also realized that as a woman, you're responsible for your own path, whatever it is you choose to do. And the moment that you start achieving things and making your dreams come true, you actually have the responsibility of giving back. May the inspiring connections we made in this episode drive you to dream big and stay brave. This has been Daphne Paez for AirAsia RedTalks. Join us again next time for more amazing stories to inspire your journeys.